Yeah, tell me about it.
So maybe you have been here before.
Yeah, I've been here, a few summers back. Me and my old lady, or my wife, we stopped by here on our honeymoon.
इस बात में तो कोई शक नहीं कि zombie games एक बहुत ही oversaturated market है, and to stand out from the crowd, a game has to do things differently to check all the boxes. And let me tell you, Days Gone checks every single one of them. This is where you're gonna be spending most of your time in this game, and to no one's surprise, the world itself is one beautiful thing to look at, filled with lush jungles, beautiful lakes, snowy mountains, and all the terrain in between, different camps and survivors. All of it is a joy to look at, and as much fun as it to look at, it's far more fun to explore it. And I'm glad to say this, that exploration in this game is fantastic. Almost every building that you see in this devastated open world is completely explorable inside out. You can go inside, you can get different kinds of loot. These buildings are also filled with bodies and objects of those who came before, setting the tone of a much darker and bleak world. And this is not the only thing that this world has to offer. There are multiple camps throughout this world that have their own distinctive personalities as a means of offering insight of what this world is all about now. The camps are in a way a representation of the people who run them, and what their motivations are, and how this world has changed them, and what you as a player will be mostly doing for them. Which brings me to the next box.
Didn't last long, but it was bad. Like I said, 2 people walked out of this town after all was said and done. And some days, I wish to hell one of them wasn't me.
There's no shortage of moments like these in this game. Moments that make these 3D models feel a little bit human. And that's where Days Gone is at its best. It's the execution of its story. At first, it may seem like Days Gone is a simple plot about a man losing his wife at the end of the world. But as you play along this journey, as you go along this journey, you are constantly reminded that it's much more than that. It's about a man who has lost all faith in himself, coming to terms with what this world is now, while still figuring out what he wants to be in this world. Does he have to be a ruthless killer who kills without any reason, or does he have to be a kind person who helps people when they need him, but doesn't want to be seen weak? This internal conflict of Deacon was one of the most interesting and engaging things for me personally, and it might be the same for you. And this conflict is even increased when he meets the different characters of this game. For example, when he sees what his decision has done to Boozer and he holds himself responsible, or what his decision has caused to his other companions and how people has deviated from his lives. All of these elements of the story, when combined with different side characters of this game that this game has, and the transformation and redemption of Deacon St. John, make an experience that one cannot forget. बहरहाल ये तो बात होगी इस गेम की स्टोरी, वर्ल्ड एंड कैरेक्टर्स के बारे में. But what about the gameplay? Is the gameplay as good as the story? Well, this is what we are going to discuss in the final box. Days Gone at its core follows a very simple gameplay loop that is filled with uncertainty and a sense of progression. And it's this uncertainty that makes this game so exciting, because one moment you would be like, and the second moment the game would be like. This kind of uncertainty makes this game stand out from the rest, because in other games sometimes you know where the zombie hordes are and you know where the enemy camps are, but in this game they can spawn randomly. Sure, there are some camps, predetermined camps that you can go to and predetermined sites that you can fight, the hordes in, but most of the time they can ambush you from anywhere. If you're not careful enough, if you haven't cleaned the roads for yourself, you will find yourself getting ambushed a lot. There was this one time that I was clearing a camp and a zombie horde overran everybody and they killed the entire population of the camp, leaving me to deal with the horde. This kind of interactable world is what I enjoy most in a video game. It makes an experience that the world is alive and not everything is centered around you. Things are happening behind while you are not watching. Makes you a part of this universe, not the center of it. Days Gone relies heavily on this idea that you have to be prepared for your next fight, because if you don't have enough ammo or molotovs, you're not gonna survive that fight. And to get some of those resources, you have to explore this world. So exploration and survival go hand in hand in this game. And it's this phenomenon that makes this game very tedious in the beginning. And when I first encountered this inevitable wall of running away and running for my life, I was thinking that maybe the faster way of doing this is to unlock gear through microtransactions. But thank God, I am glad to say that there are no microtransactions in this game, and the only way to get better at the game is to play it and unlock new skills and weapons, making you feel like you have earned that upgrade. And there is a wide variety of guns to choose from, ranging from LMGs, SMGs, shotguns, all the way to assault rifle. You can choose whatever playstyle you want. If you want to shoot enemies from afar, there are sniper rifles for that. And if you want to go guns blazing, there are assault rifle and SMGs for that. You are the judge of your game. And there are multiple ways to unlocking weapons and equipment. The very basic way is to do missions for these camps. The other way is collecting bounties by killing zombies, and the third and last way is sending survivors back to the camp to earn credits and rep, creating a more immersive experience if I do say so myself. And honestly, after playing 30 hours of Days Gone, that's all there is to it. It's a good game with great gameplay and even greater story that when combined together offer an experience that is worth your time and money. और इसी के साथ मुझे दीजिए इजाज़त, अपनी दुआ में याद रखिएगा। अल्लाह हाफिज़ एंड ईद मुबारक।